Welcome to this digital marketing e-learning platform video demonstration. In this video we'll demonstrate the digital marketing e-learning platform and then walk through one of the e-learning modules available, mobile marketing. We'll start by logging into the platform, then select the module we want, launch that module and then go through the module step by step. This will demonstrate the different types of slides and interactive elements we have, answering questions and then finally looking at our scores and reviewing how we did. So let's get going. Welcome to the mobile marketing training module. Press next to progress to the next slide throughout these modules. In this module we'll explore all of the different mobile technologies that are available to us to help us achieve our campaign objectives. We'll look at how people using mobile devices has changed, and we'll look at how mobile gives us the opportunity to develop much more integrated campaigns. We'll then finish up by looking at mobile measurement and understanding how we can judge a successful campaign. Clearly, our expectations of our mobile devices has changed radically over recent years. We use our mobiles for email, shopping, music, social networking, and so on and so on. So in this module we'll take a look at the emerging area of mobile marketing and see how things have changed. But to give an example of something that recently Google have been quoted as saying, and this is in relation to them changing their privacy policies, they have more data around users in one place. They say we can tell you that you're going to be late for a meeting based on your current location, what's in your calendar and the local traffic conditions. So there is clearly extra functionality and increasing utility coming in mobile devices, and we'll look at the trends and what's going to happen in the near future in this area as well. So let's take a look at some of the key issues in mobile marketing. We might be thinking about creating apps or mobile sites. And it should be said, a mobile site isn't just a version of your website that works on a mobile device. It should be specifically designed for the purpose of being used on a mobile. What we're going to see increasingly is both mobile sites and apps being created in HTML5. HTML5 is a new standard for creating web-based content that's standards compliant and can do many of the interactive things that we would normally associate with Flash. We need to consider location-based technologies that can help drive people in store and think about things like push notifications. So as somebody walks past the store, we can send them a notification, and we'll explore this a bit more in a moment. We'll talk about mobile commerce in relation to things like using our mobile devices for payment and near-field communications. We might think about multi-channel marketing and mobile being part of our multi-screen marketing plan, and looking at things like QR codes that can drive from print ads through to online. Other topics like augmented reality, we'll look at Layer and how we integrate this into our marketing plans, and then we always need to think about analytics and data to understand, just like we do on our websites, how people are using our apps and how people are using our mobile sites. So let's explore a few of these topics in a bit more detail. Almost all websites are showing a great increase in mobile users versus desktop users. And from this particular report, over a third of websites looked at had seen a quadrupling of the primary access device being a mobile rather than a desktop in the last year. The figures for our websites may be slightly lower than this, however we can see there is significant growth in mobile usage, and we need to make sure that we're adapting our online marketing to adjust for this. Increasingly, we're going to see HTML5 browsers on mobile devices. This will allow for a richer and more interactive web experience without the need for apps and plugins. And the reality is, by the time we get to 2014, over 90% of mobile browsers are likely to be HTML5 compliant. The reality means that instead of creating apps, we're more likely just to be creating mobile sites that have the same levels of interactivity that we expect from apps at the moment. Mobile and social overlap massively. Having spoken to each of these websites, LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter, we can see what percentage of their content being created is done on a mobile device. That makes sense because we use each of these different platforms when we're travelling and when we're on mobile devices. And we dip in and out of these platforms throughout the day. This shows how personal mobile marketing is and how social media and mobile overlap a great deal. Location-based data gives us a great deal of opportunity to improve our digital marketing capabilities. Here we can see Google Latitude that allows you to register and track where you are at any particular time or check into particular locations. You can also, if your friends have opted in, see where they are, and alternatively you can show other people where you are. When integrated into our digital marketing plans, this can give us lots of creative options. I will explore a couple of those ideas in the coming slides. An example of using location-based services to drive footfall in-store was used by American Express. They launched exclusive card member deals using Foursquare to encourage you to go to certain locations or certain stores where you could access special deals that then could be loaded to your card. This encouraged footfall and combined payment methods with in-store offers. Another use of mobile and in-store was an app created by the Debenhams store in the UK. This app had a barcode scanner which displays product info and gave customer reviews. It gave exclusive special deals and drove over £1 million worth of sales within 5 months. And in fact, the barcode scanner has been used over 100,000 times. In the US, an app that has become popular to drive footfall to store is Shopkick. Once you set up the Shopkick app, when you go to particular stores, it will reward you just for entering the store by using location-based data. It will then drive you particular items in the store where you can get exclusive special offers. The other useful thing about this app is that it's integrated with Visa, meaning that you can pay on your Visa card and you will automatically get points for buying those products without needing to scan or add any more data to your phone. This service, however, relies on the fact that stores in the US are generally large and doesn't work in built-up areas. An alternative to this is to use NFC or near-field communications to allow people to touch their phones into locations and to gain points for being in certain places at a certain time. On the Shopkick website at shopkick.com is a video that explains the process that Shopkick uses to award points, and these points can then be used for gifts and other incentives. As we can see from the stats here on the screen, significant amounts of people use mobile while watching TV at the same time. Most people use mobile search at home in the evenings, around 81%, and 66% of people use mobile search when watching television. 71% of people use mobile search to find information about the products and services that they have seen in an ad. So multi-screen usage is now common. QR codes, as we can see in the background of this slide, allow us to drive users from a print ad or display advertising through to a website or mobile site. Their growth has been very large in the last 2 years, up over 9,500% from 2010 to early 2012. However, they still represent a very small percentage of people. About 11% of the mobile audience has used a QR code, and about 47% who did found them useful, with only 20% saying they won't plan on using them again. However, the top reason for using a QR code is to get a discount. QR codes are now built into Google Goggles and various other apps, And you can generate QR codes using the Google URL shortener. So it's become a lot easier to generate the codes in the first place.
The screenshot on this slide is from the video that we'll watch on the next slide. This is from a video that was produced by Microsoft Bing in association with Jay-Z to launch his book Decoded. And this demonstrates the creative opportunities when we bring together mobile and multi-channel marketing and create fully integrated campaigns. One of the great opportunities of mobile marketing is to create much more integrated campaigns. So let's go on and watch the video on the next slide.
Bing, Microsoft's search engine, came to us to drive trial of Bing Search and Maps and increase their relevance with a young audience. At the same time, we knew that Jay-Z would soon be launching his autobiography, Decoded. With one big idea, we harnessed this epic moment in pop culture, connected our client to a new demographic, and gave millions a reason to use Bing. We started by putting every page of Jay-Z's book out in the world, every day for a month, prior to the book's release. But the pages weren't just randomly placed. Every page's location was inspired by the story on each page, putting Jay-Z's entire biography in context. Fans could actually walk through Jay-Z's life, right where it happened, finding pages in 13 major cities in the US and abroad, searching for everything from huge iconic billboards to unique collectible items. And if the media didn't exist near Jay-Z's life landmarks, we created it, taking the campaign to places money just can't buy. Gucci made custom jackets stitched with a page. A Cadillac wrapped with pages paid homage to the birthplace of New York hip-hop. A page about Big Pimpin' covered the bottom of the Delano pool. Even a bronze plaque was installed in the Marcy Projects, where Jay-Z spent his childhood. We let the story on each page determine each location. The unique pages covered hundreds of thousands of square miles. And as they were unveiled around the world, Bing tied every element of the campaign together with an integrated online game that directed fans to each page on the streets. Clues to the page locations were released daily through Facebook, Twitter, and radio, and every day for a month, millions of people gathered to solve the latest clues, guiding them to the exact street locations on Bing Search and Maps, documenting and claiming the pages they found. The unique framework allowed anyone, anywhere to walk the same streets and find a page. And over the course of the month-long campaign, they chased fame of their own as they assembled the book digitally at bing.com/Jay-Z before the hardcover hit stores. Every single piece of the campaign was woven together with Bing technology to allow fans to experience his story. Average player engagement on our website was over 11 minutes. Jay-Z's Facebook followers grew by 1 million. And Decoded hit the bestsellers list for 19 straight weeks. Decode Jay-Z's success was covered by every major news outlet, every major cultural influencer. Even other celebrities weighed in. Bing became part of the pop culture conversation. And in only 1 month, Bing saw an 11.7% increase in visits, entering the global top 10 most visited sites for the first time, and earning 1.1 billion media impressions.
NFC, or Near Field Communications, allow us to touch our phone onto NFC-enabled chips or other devices to send us different information. This can be used for various options, but it means that our phone will be integrated into day-to-day payment. It means we have increased trust in transactions through our phone, and it means we've got a greater opportunity for location-based services and push notifications, such as walking in store, be able to touch our phone and get the latest special offers. It also means there's a much greater opportunity for integrated campaigns. With all these different mobile opportunities, we need to go back to the basics and think about measurement, however. Our mobile sites need analytics to track user behaviour. We need to look at the number of apps downloaded and also look at analytics within our apps, understand mobile advertising and see how people are interacting, and make sure this is tied back to all our digital marketing activity and overall our business objectives. So let's draw some conclusions with mobile marketing. We should be building mobile marketing into our overall marketing plans, thinking about mobile content, defining what our mobile objectives are, select the appropriate techniques and technology and take advantage of the creative opportunities that are available, and then establish some measurement and benchmarks. And mobile should very much be part of an overall integrated plan. Thank you for listening to this module and good luck with all your mobile marketing efforts.
This slide shows your results and the quiz elements of this module. You can also click to review how you did on each of these questions, or if you achieve the passing score, you can also print a certificate.